So, you got stuff going on in the world, but what else is new there? Well, there's always new stuff. Now, it's a matter of, we being the United States, is now in a position to be butting heads directly with Russia on the eastern border of Syria. Because, well, actually, the Idlib province in Syria, Russia just did some major bombing there, and some of the militants that we back are there, and definitely Turkish rebels are there. So Turkey and Russia are getting in increasingly heated conflict along the eastern border of Syria. In addition, we are getting hundreds and hundreds of troops to go guard the oil along the east side of the Euphrates River in Syria. And Syria, and we're taking the oil, outright taking it. So that's ridiculous and illegal. So, yeah, we're outright taking their oil and putting in hundreds of troops to guard the oil fields. Nobody invited us, obviously, and that's Trump's call. We're just going to go take the oil. That's absurd and ridiculous and stupid. It's just so ridiculous. That's opinion, sorry. So that's happening, and that specifically may put us in direct confrontation with Syria and Russia in Syria. Being in a hot conflict with Russia is not a comfortable thing for me, and I don't know. It's a collision course. You know, we've committed. The troops are going there, tanks, everything. We're full on going there for war to defend the oil fields. And the way Trump said it was, well, maybe somebody else wants the oil. If they want to take it, good luck. Something along those lines. I don't understand. I don't understand. I mean, you know, like Syria's president said, well, that Trump is the best president that we've had because he's transparent. He says what he's trying to do. And there's some truth in that. There's a lot of truth in that. He doesn't have a filter. I don't think he was, saying it because he was trying to be transparent. I really don't think that. But how it looks on the world stage when we're not being stealth about such things, and I hate saying we, because the people don't have anything to do with what the government here is doing anymore. There's been a coup d'etat, and what they're doing in foreign countries, nobody supports it. Nobody. The only people who support the wars that are going on now, especially this in Syria, the only people who support it are people who have fallen prey to the propaganda and believe bullshit. Because if they know the truth, there's no way they're going to support it. It's really absurd. But if the rest of the world thinks that the country and all citizens support doing this, I understand them seeing us as real devils in the world, And we're going to be demonized in history as being not unlike the Germans who turned away while the Nazis did atrocious things. Now we're the Nazis. Like the German citizens, that not every one of them participated, but they allowed it to happen. They didn't stop it. And that's our responsibility to stop these wars of aggression, these wars of conquest. Because they're being done in our name, and we're a democracy. We're supposed to be stopping this from happening. I know that's easier said than done, but we, the people, need to make noise so that at least it's known that we don't want anything to do with it, and that we have nothing to do with what our government's decisions are anymore. as we're at the edge of having no control whatsoever. We lose free speech. If Julian Assange gets convicted, nobody's going to do any expose journalism. So then they'll have free reign to do atrocious things, and we can't say anything about it because nobody will stand up and say anything for fear of being tortured in prison. These are dark moments, you know. This is bad. This is bad. Anyway, I'm saying all this not to just be a downer, but to try and inspire people to stand up and say something. Just say something. Talk about it. Talk about it, because the news isn't covering what's going on in Syria. You know, maybe they are on the very surface, but then they go on to some frivolous crap. They go on about the Trump impeachment, which is important, but the stuff they're doing overseas right now, with Yemen and with Syria and with trying to get with Iran, the PNAC plan, Project for the New American Century, all the stuff that they planned, all these wars. We're not talking about that. It's all about the impeachment. Every day, all day. And that's the nature of the media. They control what people see. And of course, the intelligence agencies are in cahoots. Of course, they have control. They're under threat to do as the CIA, etc. say. We got to speak up while we still can. It has to stop. If we don't stop it, it'll still be stopped, and it'll be really ugly for us. The sooner we stop this from happening, the more chance that we have that anybody in the United States will have a future. That's worth living. For your kids, if you have grandkids, for anybody that you care about. We're going to be in a dystopia if you don't stop it. It's going there fast. Take care.
Eggs. Oh, he's not